Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautiful, sunny Monday, which is honestly the exact opposite of the dark, chaotic, and completely unhinged mess we are about to dive into with our favorite daytime drama. Grab a massive cup of coffee or whatever you need to get through this, because things are getting wild in Los Angeles and I am ready to vent. So let's just jump right into it. I have been staring at my screen for hours looking at these spoilers for Monday, July 20th, 2026, and I am just, wow. Let's start with the patriarch himself, Eric Forrester. A few episodes ago, we heard that Eric and Ridge Forrester were setting up this massive, highly anticipated press interview. They wanted to control the narrative. They wanted to talk to the media about Brooke Logan being betrayed by her own daughter. And they desperately needed to spin the whole PR nightmare of Hope Logan's defection to Katie's new fashion house. But honestly, what were they thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well? Putting Eric in front of a live microphone right now, with all the stress he is under, is basically like handing a toddler a loaded bazooka. It is a terrible idea. And, of course, it blows up in their faces. The cameras are rolling, the lights are bright, and Eric completely loses his cool. The spoilers say he really struggles to keep his composure, and then we get this short preview clip where he literally yells at a reporter holding a microphone. He just snaps and shouts. Logan is trying to steal our thunder. He is so mad. He is shaking with rage. And I'm just sitting here staring at my screen like, Eric, buddy, you are the head of Forrester Creations. You are supposed to be the calm, elegant one, the voice of reason. But no, he is throwing a massive public temper tantrum on a live stream for the whole world to see. And of course, guess who is watching this live stream? Katie, Logan, and Hope are watching it right from the Logan offices. Imagine their faces. Everyone is stunned. The fans on social media are already taking sides, and let's be real, a lot of people are calling out Eric's massive hypocrisy here. I mean, think about it. Just last week, Eric publicly humiliated Donna and fired her for keeping a secret to protect her sister. He escorted his own wife out of the building. But Eric literally forced Donna to keep his health secrets from the entire family not that long ago. It's a total double standard. It is a double standard, right? Maybe I'm being too harsh on him because he is hurting. No, actually, I'm not. He is being a total hypocrite. He expects blind loyalty from everyone but doesn't give it back. And now he is having a meltdown on live television. But what does this mean next? Bill Spencer is not going to just sit back and let Eric trash his new fashion empire or his woman. Bill and Katie are going to launch a massive counterattack. You just know Bill is sitting in his office, rubbing his hands together, loving every single second of Eric's public meltdown. It's just giving Logan more press. Eric played right into their hands. The writers love to do this thing where the Forresters act all high and mighty, and then they completely embarrass themselves. It's a classic pattern, and honestly, I am here for the drama. Moving on from the fashion war, let's talk about the human collateral damage of all this corporate greed. Will Spencer. Oh, Will, my heart actually breaks for this kid today. He just left the Forrester mansion, and he is looking completely and utterly defeated. And why? Because Electra Forrester, the woman who claims she loves him, just stood there and let Eric and Ridge banish him from the family. She didn't defend him at all. She just let Eric kick him out. So Will is out on the street. He's depressed. He's lost everything. His job, his girlfriend, his dignity, and let's not forget how much RJ Forrester instigated this whole mess. RJ is the one who kept pushing and pushing until Will snapped. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. Will shouldn't have resorted to violence. Beating RJ to a pulp at the beach house was a terrible move. I am not defending violence. So maybe I'm changing my mind here halfway through this thought. Maybe Elektra was right to be scared of Will's temper? He did admit to Katie that he feels out of control of his anger lately. But still, RJ is so annoying and manipulative. He used the situation to claim Elektra for himself, acting like the good guy when he was poking the bear the whole time. And what does Will do when he's depressed and banished? He gets drunk. The spoilers for Monday say Will is highly intoxicated and decides to walk home. Just stumbling through the dark streets of Los Angeles, completely heartbroken, obsessing over Elektra and how she didn't stand up for him. This is so dangerous. My alarm bells are ringing so loudly right now. What were the writers thinking having him wander around drunk in the middle of the night? Remember the last time Will got this messed up? Luna Nozawa completely took advantage of him. She tricked him into sleeping with her when he was not in his right mind. And now I can't help but wonder if history is about to repeat itself in the worst way possible. Who is waiting in the wings? Melissa Dillon. Dillon has been lurking around, just waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce on Will as a rebound. She is so calculated and desperate for his attention. I honestly think Dillon is going to intercept Will on his drunken walk of shame. She's going to play the supportive friend, take him home, and then boom, she makes her move. And if Will is too drunk to remember what happens, Dillon could easily manipulate the entire narrative. She doesn't just want Will, she wants to completely control Elektra's life and prove she won. It is so twisted, I am genuinely worried about her long-term plans for him. Will is in no condition to consent to anything, and if Dillon crosses that line while he is intoxicated, it's going to be a massive, dark scandal that ruins lives. But if you think Will's situation is messy, just wait until we talk about Deacon Sharp and Sheila Carter. Oh my gosh, Deacon. What is wrong with this man? The spoilers reveal that Deacon is going to take a massive, dangerous gamble on Monday. He has officially decided to completely trust his ex-wife, Sheila. He actually believes that because she signed the divorce papers, she is a changed woman. Let's just pause and think about that for a second. He thinks Sheila Carter, the woman who has shot people, kidnapped people, faked her own death by cutting off her own toe, the woman who has terrorized Los Angeles for decades. He thinks she is suddenly cured because of a piece of paper. It is so frustrating to watch. I feel like I've been covering this exact same storyline since I started blogging about this show. Deacon is so blindly optimistic, and it is going to cost him everything. He thinks he can just happily move on with Taylor Hayes now and build a life with her. But he is literally leaving the front door wide open for a psychopath to ruin their lives. Because guess what? Sheila hasn't changed at all. Shocking. I know. Nobody could have predicted that. The Monday episode is going to show us exactly what Sheila is doing behind closed doors when nobody is looking. She is putting on this sweet, reformed act for Deacon and Finn, acting like she just wants peace, but in private, she is spiraling hard. The spoilers say she is obsessively stroking photos of her grown son, Finn, just sitting there, alone, caressing a photograph like a total creep. It is giving me major stalker vibes. Her obsession with Finn and her grandson Hayes is growing more intense by the second. She doesn't just want a polite, distant relationship. She wants total ownership of her family. And the fact that Steffy is standing in her way is pushing Sheila down a very, very dark path. The spoilers literally use the phrase dark path. That means someone is going to get hurt. Maybe even killed. This could be the beginning of an absolute nightmare for Finn and Steffy. Steffy was 100% right all along. She told Taylor that Sheila was only behaving because she was married to Deacon and wanted to play house. Now that the marriage is over, there is nothing keeping Sheila's crazy in check. She has nothing to lose. And a Sheila with nothing to lose is the most dangerous creature on daytime television. And Finn. Let's talk about John Finnegan for a second because I am so mad at him right now. He is making the biggest mistake of his life by entertaining Sheila's requests. He promised Steffy he would protect her. He knows she has severe PTSD from being shot by Sheila in that dark alley. We all remember that scene. It was horrific. Yet, he is actually going to go to Steffy and ask her to give Sheila a chance. Are you kidding me? What is going through his head? This is going to destroy their marriage. Steffy is already stressed out of her mind with the Forrester versus Logan corporate war. She is trying to save her family's company after Hope's massive betrayal. If Finn brings Sheila into this mess right now, Steffy is going to pack her bags and leave. She might even take Kelly and Hayes and flee to Europe again. We have seen her do it before when Finn crossed the line with Sheila. The Sin marriage is officially on life support, you guys. But the real question is, how far will Sheila go this time? The spoilers ask if she might become so deranged that she decides to pull her entire family into the grave with her. That gave me chills. Seriously, physical chills. Is she going to orchestrate a kidnapping? Is she going to target Taylor to get her out of Deacon's life and then use the chaos to snatch Hayes? The fans on social media are terrified. We all know how this fits the show's usual style. The writers love to build up this false sense of security, make us think maybe the villain is subdued, and then Sheila strikes when everyone is looking the other way. I just can't get over how naive Deacon is being. He is putting Taylor directly in the line of fire. Taylor thinks she won because Deacon got the divorce, but she doesn't realize she just painted a massive target on her own back. Sheila is not going to let another woman take her man and live happily ever after while she is banished from her son's life. It just isn't going to happen. And zooming out for a second, look at the bigger pattern here. Every single family in Los Angeles is currently imploding. The Forresters are falling apart because Eric can't handle the competition and is alienating his own wife. The Spencers are a mess because Will is spiraling into a drunken depression and Bill is fueling a corporate war. And the Finnegans are about to be blown up by a literal psychopath because Finn can't cut the cord with his biological mother. It is absolute chaos across the board. I am honestly exhausted just thinking about all of this. The corporate warfare, the drunken mistakes, the looming threat of a serial killer. It is almost too much for one blogger to handle. But you know I'll be glued to the screen on Monday, typing away furiously. What do you guys think? Is Eric going to regret his massive public meltdown, or is he going to double down and make things worse? Will Dylan take advantage of Will while he is drunk and create a scandal that ruins his life forever? And who is going to be Sheila's first victim on this new dark path? Let me know in the comments below. I need to go lie down and process all of this before I write another word. Until next time, keep watching and keep hoping these characters eventually get some therapy because they desperately need it.